Okay, Monday morning in the kingdom, and these LED lights are working out. Look at that. Now the me phone isn't confused thinking it's dark outside. It's almost 9 o'clock. I had to do my little chores before I did my intro because it was too dark out here. I wouldn't be able to see what I wrote. All right, this morning we woke up to minus 22 Celsius, but feels like minus 29. Look at it, it's so warm out here. Yes, and on the yo-yo scale, minus 8 Fahrenheit, but feels like minus 20 Fahrenheit. Also, too, it warmed up nice. Yes, I gotta read my notes. We'll have the loader out today because we gotta put Lavern into the shop. We can't have the main cat for dragging the dog trails broken. Unfreaking real. So the loader has to put it into the shop extensions. The maple leaf will come out. Yes, this is the joys of the winter in living remote. Yes, living remote are almost off grid here at the end of the world. Yes, so that's why we don't get projects done in the winter because we're too busy surviving. Yes. And oh yes, Lavern is broken. All right, so let's go back up here. And another reason we need the loader out is to move the scrap cars back. They're down there. Nobody paid me to put him there. Nobody's going to pay me to bring him back. And Mr. Humphreys hasn't offered any money for saving his property. You figured next June and when the consultant would arrive and charge him $40,000 to drive up from Winnipeg to look at the property and assess the property, only to find out a concrete batch plant has been put up there. Yes, and then they'll be scurrying around. But I took it upon myself to make phone calls and chase down Mr. Humphreys so he could do nothing. Yes, I should send him a bill like Dr. Evil for $1 million. Yes, $1 million for saving their property, saving their ass, and everything like that. But they'll gladly pay the consultants whatever they want. Unreal. So we're going to move those vehicles back before we get too much snow. And then we'd have to plow the snow to move the scrap cars back. Well, that cuts into my profits. Oh, wait, we have no profits. We're a non-profit organization. Even when I was in small business, nobody paid. All right, so we got to move the 38 and the 39 and get life back to being normal. All right, I better get the meeple back in before it gets cold. It still thinks it's cold out here for some reason. All right, that's working out good. Mounting those LED lights. It only took how many years? Oh, I better go. Here comes the boss.
Monday morning in WHO-ville, it's just after 9 a.m. and as you can see, there's not much of a sunrise. It's actually pretty cloudy out here right now and not that cold. We are finally out of that extreme cold warning. We were in there for a few days. It's starting to warm up, which means snow is coming. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but there is a little bit of snow coming down. Now let's head inside and let the dogs out, then make breakfast. At 1 p.m. I'll head over to the kingdom.
Okay, after morning coffee, yes, I had that expensive cup of coffee and answered the comments and emails and everything like that, and we thank the people who support us through Buy Me a Coffee. All right, so I came in here using the skill saw, and I got my thick wood here, which was actually the door jambs of the forklift shed. Yeah, so there's the door jambs and everything. So I cut them into lengths there, so that'll be the night wood. Yes, the night wood to bring it through, and this crappy breakable stuff that'll be burned throughout the day. So this is working out good. That's a fairly good load of lumber that we stacked in there, and that's how we say recycled, repurposed, and once again we're skill saw loggers. Oh wait, I wrote a book about that. Okay, with Laverne the cat breaking down yesterday, that means the maple leaf has to go outside. But the thing is our production in the shop has dropped drastically because it was cold and we're trying to stay warm. Plus, we're fighting with heaters. But then again, we'll just pop these doors back on, toss the hood on, this truck can drive out, and then once Laverne is fixed, this truck can come back in because we don't want it right covered with snow. We want to get working on these projects, but it's all part of survival when you live remote. Oh wait, almost off grid. Okay, it's official. The building is settling, but that's okay. We can hook the chain onto the tank and come along it back over. Lever hoist it on. All right, so the 38 Maple Leaf is ready to go outside. We have the hood tied on and to keep it from sliding off and making a mess. We tarp strapped everything, and we took the mirrors off because they're a pain in the ass. Because you walk by them, you hit your head. So we got them over here. This stuff can stay on the truck because hopefully it's only overnight outside. Yeah, right. 2 weeks later, it'll be coming in. All right. So there's the mirrors. We'll put them in storage trailer number 7. We marked on them for the 38 Maple Leaf and which side's which. We have new mirrors to go in there. They're in the storage trailer 7. And no sense putting them on until we need them for highway use. And useless, Mr. Heater Useless, is in the box and marked. So he'll go in trailer number 8 for spare parts. And also too, Oh, I got the burps. I had some peanuts. Yeah. All right. So there's these useless fuel regulators. We took a chance. Take a chance on me. Oh, ABBA. Yes, those ladies were hot. All right. So they're not worthy of it. Okay, so they're in the box, and I'll put them in the house so we can learn more. Took the fittings off. We can put them back in the storage. Put them in their trays where they're supposed to be. And Sir Rodney did get us 4 more of these. We kind of like them. They're a soft pressure. Yes, soft pressure. Does that make sense? If not, have a drink. Yeah. Also, too, I'm going to have an early lunch because we have a busy day outside with the loader and getting things done.
12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. I'll be having my leftover bacon from yesterday and make a few bacon sandwiches today. I also spent the morning making some homemade brownies from a box. They are cooling right now, so when I head to the kingdom, I'll bring them over. And I'm also making Amish white bread again. It is pretty simple to make. Here's all the instructions. This was sent to me by a subscriber a while back, so I'm putting the recipe to good use. Now let's head inside and let the dogs out and make lunch. Then we'll head over to the kingdom later. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch and fed the dogs. I got the Yamaha out. Now I'll head over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to. It is still snowing out here and kind of chilly now. Made it to the kingdom. Now I'll head down to the shop. I cut my dad a piece of the brownie I made this morning. They actually turned out pretty good. Now we'll head down and give it to him so he can snack on it. And then I think we're going to get the loader out and move a few things around. Down at the shop, and now we'll get the 38 and the 39 started. We are going to move the 38 down and around and then bring it back so we can unhook the trailer. This trailer will be going over the pit where the 39 is, then the 39 and 38 will be parked off to the side. The 38 just came down and turned around. I'm not sure if you can see the tracks here, but you can actually see the new tread that my dad made with that tire groover. That's pretty cool. He had no problem turning around. Now we'll head back up and move the 39. Got the 39 moved. Now we'll get the loader out and hook onto the trailer here and then back it over the pit, and then we can put the 39 back where it was as well, and then we'll head down to the wood pile and do a few things over there. 1:30 and we got the trailer over the pit, no problem. Now my dad went behind the house to go hook onto Lavern. We're going to drag it around to the shop and put it into the extension. That way it can warm up so my dad can do a quick service on it. Made it in behind the house. Now my dad's hooked up to Lavern. He is just strapping the steering back. That way it turns and it will follow the loader. Perfect. Got Laverne into the shop, no problem. While we were filming, my phone died, so I had to switch over to my dad's phone, so that's what I'll be recording the rest of these videos on. Now we're going to head down towards the wood pile and move all those scrap trucks and things that we put to make a barricade so those guys wouldn't be driving on our property. I think we're able to move it now. They haven't been there for a while. Down at the back, and this is where we put the little barricade of scrap trucks up to keep them from driving on our property when they're trying to set up that cement plant. Background, I think able to move everything, so now we're gonna pick everything back up and put them back in the scrap pile. While my dad does this, I'm gonna grab the wagon and head around to the long trailer and fill up all the pails. 2:30 and I just finished stocking up on all the firewood and we put the loader away. My dad's in the shop breaking up some timbers. Now I'm officially done in the kingdom. I didn't do a video of me at the long trailer because the phones were in the shop warming up. Now let's head into WHO-ville and check the mail.
Okay, just about coffee time in the kingdom, and we brought some wood in. It split so easy, yes. So we gotta get the heat up in the shop because Lavern is what, 6,000 pounds of an iceberg. Yes, he's a little chilly. All right, so over here we got the hood off, so we can analyze the starter down there. The block heater's going, and that's one of those Swedish kid block heaters. Can you hear it? All right, so look at the frost on the motor, and we go over here, and this is what you want. Okay. You want it nice and warm. See, the frost is melting back here and the heat will go forward. Now, if we didn't change out these thermostats to that new style we did in 2024, this here would be, how would you say, melted, and the heat would go all the way into the top of the rad and you've achieved nothing. Yes, nothing like your marriage. All right, let's go have a quick coffee and get back here. We got lots of work to do in a short time. Okay, it's 5 o'clock and I think we've had enough. The list for Laverne has gotten longer. I think yesterday not starting was a cry for help. Yes, unreal. So we knew the alternator was acting up. We ran out of good ones, so I put this one on. The base has been drilled out to line it up, so it's kind of a little loose, but that should be okay till we get a proper one. And over here, the voltmeter wasn't working. Didn't work. Try everything, won't work, so I guess we have to replace it. Also too, look at the white or clear plastic oil tube. We're gonna have to change that out to there. And way down in there, remember this is a farm tractor motor. Ooh, so we got enough talent there. All right, farm tractor motor. To check the oil, there's the bottom one and the top one. See, those are left-handed threads. You screw them in. If the oil comes out, you're good. If the oil doesn't come out, you're screwed. Okay, that works good on a tractor, but this one has a stump pan. So you take out the top one where I got the vice grips on, and you can thread in a little dipstick. Okay, you get it from Steiner's Tractors, about 45 bucks. By the time it's landed here with duties, exchange, everything like that, it's probably 150. So I think I was going to make one. Now, how do we get that off? It won't work. Tried the pipe wrench, everything. So it looks like we're going to have to drop the stump pan. Yes, the stump pan right under here. So that's a big project. Yeah. All right, so they got that. And this side is still all frosty. So playing with Mr. Starter doesn't excite me because it's cold. Yeah, so we'll just leave it for now. And I think we'll just do a proper service or fix and stuff on here. Then hopefully Leverne doesn't have to come back in all winter. Hopefully. All right, let's go check on the flags.
5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's minus 21 degrees Celsius, which is minus 5 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. As you can see, it is pretty nasty out there now. The snow is picking up and so is the wind, so it's cooling off. Now let's head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, it warmed up a bit and it's snowing. Yes, hopefully we get lots of snow. We got the Curse of Reverse on the timer, so we'll have him out tomorrow. We got to gather some more firewood. We got the wood stove stocked up. And what? Look at useless and useless too. Oh my, buy a wind generator. There's no wind. Maybe if I buy something else, maybe it will work too. I can't believe it. Oh well. All right, let's see what we got for flags. There's a slight breeze. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's go walk the dogs, make a video, and relax tonight. It is Monday, and we survived. Yes, we got lots done.